Hello, how are you today? Our theme is planning versus intuition. Do we really use planning and intuition in decision making? In practice or in reality, many of us do not realize that there is both planning and intuition, and we do not know that we can combine them to obtain better results. This is due to the fact that both terms are more in the field of the business management. That is why we write this text, so that the reader has more tools for making decisions within the different areas in which he or she operates. Planning, according to Harold Kuntz and Cyril O'Donnell, refers to deciding in advance what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and who is going to do it. Planning fills the gap between where we are and where we want to go. It allows possible things to happen that otherwise would not happen. The previous definition in technical and understanding terms seems very adequate. It is the typical decisions of our left hemisphere that is the rational one. We also have George R. Terry's definition that tells us planning is an intellectual process by nature. It is mental work. It requires reflective thinking, imagination, and perspective are extremely helpful. Now our right hemisphere makes its appearance, the artistic one, seeking to explain the term of intuition, which according to Albert Einstein describes it like this: I believe in intuition and inspiration. Sometimes I'm sure that I do well and not I know why. Imagination is more important than knowledge, since knowledge is limited, whereas imagination encompasses the whole world, stimulates progress, and gives rise to evolution. Strictly speaking, it is a real factor in scientific research. Going deeper into the subject of business management, we have the directing of the person. We have the directing or the person in a decision making position who is suggested to reach a balance between planning and intuition. But the person will decide that he adds more to the recipe. Planning or intuition or really reaches a balance. We think that the determining factor in this decision is how comfortable you feel or what you identify with more between planning and intuition. We believe that there are times when each of us is more inclined to music or mathematics, or there are simply times when we prefer creativity or intuition to formal planning. As is known, we have two cerebral hemispheres, the left and the right. The first is the analytical and organizing one, and the second is the creative and artistic one. It should be noted that the hemispheres are too broad a subject, which may continue to be investigated, and that there are already other more sophisticated versions of how each of the cerebral hemispheres is shaping, which provide us with more elements to know what the internal processes of the brain are like. Finally, for those who wish to expand on the topic that has been discussed in previous paragraphs, we have the following authors, among others: George A. Steiner, James A. F. Stoner, A. F. Stoner, Henry Mintzberg, Drucker P., Hayashi A., Etzioni A., and Herbert Simon. July 2021.